Shalom, my dear brothers and sisters out there. You're highly welcome to today's teaching. I'm glad that you just clicked, to watch this presentation. Today, I would like us to look into the scripture because I'm going to be talking about the Hamitic continent, which is the continent of Africa. You need to understand the deeper mysteries of the things which is contained about this continent of Africa. And the reason why you see that the children of Israel had to do what? They had to flee. They entered. They sojourned into what? Into the Hamitic continent. Now, I want you to understand something. Because there's a lot of our brothers and our sisters who are asking me the question that who is an Israelite when it comes to the continent of Africa? Or when it comes to the people who are located in the west coast of Africa? Now, you need to understand the mystery of the continent itself before you can be able to really know who is an Israelite in that particular place. And this is the reason why I want us to take this time to be able to study about the continent according to the things that is being laid down in the scripture. Because having the basic knowledge of the things which is written in the scripture about the Hamitic continent, this will give you a greater light about who the children of Israel are. You need to be inclined. What you need to understand is the continent of Africa, what is today known as Africa. These are great and mighty people who have been in that place. But remember, I call it the Land of Ham, the Hamitic continent. Because you need to understand something about the Land of Ham, which is today known as Africa. He had how many sons? 4 sons. So since Ham had 4 sons, something is deep about this Land of Ham that people are not aware of. And this is the reason why I want to use this medium now to be able to really bring to light through the Ruach, for those who can really be able to use their mind, their common knowledge to apply and see these things which I'm about to show you according to the scripture. Now, we have, according to the book of Genesis chapter number 10, let's go there. Before we go to the book of Genesis chapter number 10, you need to remember what the scriptures say in the book of Job, my dear brothers and sisters out there. Job chapter number 8 from verse 8 and 9, the Bible makes us to understand right there that we should inquire. Let's go there. Job chapter number 8 and 9 says, "For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to search of their fathers." You need to go search of the fathers. You need to go search for the history. You need to go search for the knowledge of what? Of the people of the Hamitic continent. Of these people who are what? The Hamitic continent, of such of their fathers. You need to go and seek the knowledge of all the knowledge of the ancient men of old. What does the Bible say there? "And prepare thyself to search of their fathers, for we are but of yesterday and know nothing, because our days upon the earth are what? Are a shadow." So since your days upon this earth are shadow, that shows that this place, something is going on that people are not aware of. So now we are about to do what? To go into the real mystery about the Hamitic continent, which is today known as the continent of Africa. Now go with me into the book of Genesis chapter number 10. I want you to follow with me, my dear brothers and sisters, because we are about to see the mystery of that giant, mighty continent which you're seeing, which is known today as the continent of Africa, the Hamitic nation. Now listen to what the Bible says about the continents, about the land, the children of Ham. Genesis chapter number 10. Let's start reading from verse number 6. It says there, "And the sons of Ham," we're talking about now the sons of Ham, his sons. Okay? It says here, "Cush, and Mitzrayim, and Phut, and Canaan." So we see right here that what? Ham had 4 sons. He had the son Cush, he had Phut, he had Canaan, and he had Mitzrayim. So he had 4 sons. So we already know that what the name Mizraim means Egypt. So, and what happened? The Bible makes us to understand something about the children of Israel, because you need to understand the reason why the children of Israel had to sojourn into what? Had to go into captivity in the land of what? Where did they went into captivity in? They went to captivity in the land of Mizraim, which is what? Which is the land of Egypt. And where is it located? In the Hamitic nation, in the Hamitic continent. Right? So these people who are the children of Israel. Now, when I talk about the children of Israel, you need to understand that there are two kinds of the children of Israel. We have the first children of Israel, who are called the sons of Jacob. The sons of Jacob are the ones whose name were being changed from Jacob to Israel. And the sons of Jacob are the ones that you need to understand that the land of Canaan was being promised to. The sons of Jacob are the ones who the land of Canaan was being promised to. And the sons of Jacob were the ones who were enslaved in the land of Egypt. The sons of Jacob are the ones who were enslaved in the land of Egypt. Now, they were enslaved in the land of Egypt. So something happened. The Most High Elohim needs to liberate his people from what? From the land of Egypt. Now, remember what I said. Egypt is just one son of Ham. Ham had 4 sons. We can see that very clearly from the scripture. Cush, Phut, Canaan, Mizraim. So, but the children of Israel were being enslaved. The sons of Jacob were being enslaved in Egypt. So, since they were being enslaved in Egypt, the promise was to bring them into the land of where? Canaan. So, they went into the land of Egypt. So with the mighty hand, you need to understand what is going on. The Most High said, let's go to the book of Exodus. I want to show you something there. Exodus chapter number 3. Now bear this in mind. The enslavement of the sons of Jacob was in Egypt. Now Egypt is just one son of Ham. Ham had 4 sons. Now Cush, Phut, and Canaan, the children of Israel, were not enslaved in these other 3 nations who are also the sons of Ham. Now Ham, the continent of Africa, belongs to what? To the Hamitic nation. It belongs to Ham. When you talk about Ham, you are talking about, when you talk about the sons of Ham, you see that what? The northern side, which belongs to what? The northern side, which is through the Libya, is Phut. We see Mizraim. We see Cush, which is the area of Ethiopia. And down westward, you are talking about what? Canaan. Now, remember what I said? That Mizraim was the only one that did what? That enslaved the sons of Jacob. So, but the target, the promise was, the Most High Elohim of the children of Israel have promised them the land of Canaan. And where is the land of Canaan found? The land of Canaan is also found in what? In the Hamitic continent. So now listen to what is about to happen in the book of Exodus, which we are about to read now. The book of Exodus chapter number 3 from verse number 7. It says, and Yahuwah said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people, which are in what? In Egypt. Now bear this in mind. The Bible made it very clearly where the children of Israel were being enslaved. That is to say, in Egypt. Now, Egypt is just one son of Ham. So, he has seen the affliction of his people, which were being enslaved, which are in captivity in this land of what? Of Mizraim. Now, listen to what he said. And I have heard their cry by the reason of their taskmaster. For I know their sorrows. So he knows the sorrows of his children, which are the sons of Jacob. He knows their sorrows. He knows their But he said what? Listen to what the Bible says. He said, and I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians. So he said he has come down to do what? To deliver them from the hand of what? Of the Mitzrayim, of the Egyptians, and do what? Listen to what he's going to do. And to bring them out of the land unto the good land, and enlarge unto a land flowing with milk and honey. Oh my goodness, you need to understand something here. We are talking about Yahuwah Elohim said that he's going to do what? He has come down to deliver his people from what? From Mitzrayim. And when he delivered them from Mitzrayim, he is going to take them into what? Into a land which is flowing with milk and honey. And which land is that? The land of Canaan. Did you see what is going on there? He is bringing them out from Mitzrayim, and he is taking them. He is now understand this, my dear brothers and sisters out there. He is taking them out from one Hamitic country, and he is bringing them into another Hamitic land. He is taking them out from the Hamitic nation of Egypt, and he is bringing them into another Hamitic land, which is what? Which is Canaan. Because Canaan is a land that flows with milk and what? And honey. This is biblical. This is Bible I'm showing you. This is the scripture. Listen to what the Bible says. He said, unto a land flowing with milk and honey. Which land is that? Which land is that is flowing with milk and honey? Unto the place of the Canaanite. So the land of the Canaanite was flowing with milk and honey. There is milk and honey. I mean everything, the natural resources. And where is it located? I'm about to show you deeper mystery. So he's bringing them out from Kemet, and he's taking them towards the land of Canaan. From one Hamitic nation into the other. Listen to what the Bible says. It says, unto the place of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the what? Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, Jebusites. Now you need to see this. He said he's going to bring them out from Mitzrayim, and then he's going to take them into a land that flows with milk and honey. And he allows us to know those land that is flowing with milk and honey, and that land is the land of the Canaanites. Canaanites, who is one of the sons of Ham. And Ham is the owner of the continent of Africa. Because Ham has already populated the whole of the continent of Africa, is already populated everywhere by what? By the sons of Ham. When you go to the north, you see Foot. They occupied all those areas. When you go to the eastern area, you see the Cush occupy those areas. You go to the part of, you go down south, you see that what? Canaan is already there. Go towards the west, Canaan is already there. So all part of the continent of Africa has already been occupied. They've already been there. Hamitic people on the continent of Africa. You need to understand this. They own the continent of Africa, but then there is these sojourners, these visitors who are coming from a different galaxy, from a different planet. These people are sojourning. They first went into one of the land of what? Of the Hamitic continent, which is the land of Mitzrayim. When they went into that land of Mitzrayim, what happened? The target was to use that as a means to get to the place which was being promised them, which is the land of what? Of Canaan. So when they sojourned, they were what? When they went into the continent, remember, who is Jacob? Jacob is found from what? From the seed line. You need to understand. From the seed line of Shem. We're talking about what? The seed line of Shem. This is where he came from. He came from the seed line of Shem, and not what? And not Ham. He is not from this seed line, but rather he is from Shem. So but then you see that what? Abraham had many sons. He had many children. But there's only one that is chosen, and that one that is chosen is the only one that is found in what? In the Hamitic continent. You need to see this mystery, and you need to see what is happening here. only children, the only son, the only child of what, the one that is being chosen by the Most High, is the only one that is what, that is the one that is being chosen from the Shemitic through the seed line of Abraham, is the one that is found in what? In the Hamitic continent. So Jacob came from this place, and then he was found in this Hamitic continent. What happened? Jacob, what are you doing in the continent? You need to understand what is going on here. That the people who are called the sons of Jacob, they are sojourners. They are visitors. When they went into Mitzrayim, they were called the Hyksos. You need to understand the mystery of these people. That these people, they are people who are coming, who are sojourning, they are visitors. So now, the Most High already promised them where to do or where they are going to occupy, where they are going to be. Now, like I said unto you, I said that what? The northern side of what is today known as Africa is being predominantly occupied by foot. Kush is Ethiopia. Because when we talk about foot, we're talking about Libya and all this Algerian area, all those areas. We talk about you talk about Kushites. You see the blood and the signal towards what? Through the Ethiopia. When we talk about Canaan, you see Egypt. You see Canaan occupies all the whole region that you see towards from the west, all towards from the west coast of Africa, all towards to the down south. So now the children of Israel, who are the sons of Jacob, remember what I said. When I talk about the people who I'm talking about here now, because there are two kinds of Israelites. The Israelite I'm referring to in this topic is the Israelite of Jacob. Because remember, Jacob's name was being changed from Jacob to Israel. So I'm talking in this teaching primarily about what? About Jacob. He is the one that the land of Canaan was being promised to. The promise that was being promised was to what? To Jacob, that he's going to do what? He is going to go into the land of Canaan. He's going to get that land of Canaan. This is what the Bible says, that he's going to bring them out from the land of Kemet and bring them into the land that flows with milk and honey. And that place that flows with milk and honey is today where it's known as west coast of Africa, Negro land. I want to show you something, my dear brothers and sisters. You need to understand the mystery of the things which is really what is really going on. Because what you've been taught as a people, my dear, we really need to visit the history. Just as the Bible says, inquire, I pray thee, of the former age. Ask thy fathers, go and seek after the knowledge of your ancestors. You need to know about the mystery of the whole of the continent, of the Shemitic, the continent where you are a stranger. You are a stranger in the Hamitic nation. You are coming from Shem. How did you come into the west coast of Africa? There is something that brought you over there for a reason. What are you doing in the West Africa? This is our Hamitic continent. So this is the reason why when you were coming here, when the children of Israel were sojourning, they went into Egypt, but their target was towards this west coast of Africa. This is the land of Canaan. So their intention was, when the children of Israel left Kemet, they knew, they believed within themselves that they were going to a place which was being promised to their ancestor Abraham. You need to understand this. So in that place, they came into the west coast of Africa. This is only Jacob. Only Jacob. Out of the whole children of Abraham. The whole children of Abraham, all of them, none of them was able to do what? None of them came into the continent. Only Jacob was being allowed to do what? To come into the Hamitic continent. You need to understand, because you have to see that what the seed line, the bloodline, Shem, Abraham comes through what? Through Shem. So now, since he came through Shem, Jacob is the what? Is the son that was being promised the land of Canaan. And that is to say, he came here originally as what? As a visitor. But then what happened? He was being promised a place in this area. This is the reason why. You need to understand what happened, what took place, my dear brothers and sisters, in the book of Joshua. Now remember what the Bible says, that he's going to bring the children of Israel into the land that flows with milk and honey. And I'm here to tell you today that the land that flows with milk and honey, which he was talking about, that he's going to bring the sons of Jacob to, is the continent of the west coast of Africa, which is the place where they sojourned, which is the place where they fled, where they ran to. Because the children of Israel, when they left Kemet, their eyes was towards the west coast of Africa, because they believed that when they get to those places, that was the place which was being promised to their ancestor Abraham. Because what you need to understand is the land, the whole Hamitic nation now is still intact. It's still intact after the children of Israel leave this place, because they are soon going to leave this place. You see the place which is today known as Israel, which they are fighting over, Gaza and all those areas. This place, this West Africa here, is going to be the same thing very soon afterwards. After they've been destroyed, because the place which is called today Israel is going to be destroyed. In that place is going to be completely destroyed. That is separated. And now the new Jerusalem that the Bible is talking about, and the new heaven and the new Jerusalem, is going to spring out from what? From the west coast of Africa in this region. You need to see this. This is the reason why, even when you go into this ancient map, what do you see right there? You see that what? Before this time even, there is a lot of messages that has already been packed there. You can see that what the kingdom of Judah is already there even. This particular place is to show you that these people who fled, the same people who fled and they sojourned into the continent of Africa, but something happened you need to understand. When they were coming into this area, the Most High Elohim told them something, that when they come to this place, that as soon as they come to this place, that something is going to happen, that they should not go and they are following the gods of what? Of the Canaanites. Because why? The Elohim of the children of Israel is a jealous Elohim. So he would not want to see his children following the gods of what? Of the land of the Canaanite. Because the people who were living in the continent of Africa. Now I want to tell you something what happened. You need to understand that when the children of Israel come into this west coast of Africa, they met a lot of the Canaanites. A lot of the continent of Africa was already overpopulated when the children of Israel went into this place. The Mujango people have always been in the continent of Africa. These people, the continent belongs to them. These are the real Hamitic people. You need to see the mystery of the things which is going on. Now, let's go to the book of Joshua. I want to show you something deep there. Now, go back, when you're taking you back to the book of Exodus chapter number 3. He said that he's going to, the Most High Elohim said that he's going to bring them out from the land of Egypt, which is one son of Ham. And then he's going to take them into what? Into the land of Canaan. Into the land that flowed with milk and honey. The land of Canaan. The land of the Hittites, the Hivites. This is their land. This is their continent. The children of Israel, what about the children of Israel? This is not their place, but it was being promised to them. The continent of Africa is not theirs, but it was being promised that they are going to go into the land of Canaan and they are going to take it. You need to let's go to the book of Joshua. I want to show you something that is going on. So the children of Israel, they are like those Hyksos you're talking about. Let me show you something that is going on. You need to see this. Because this is time, my dear brothers and sisters, to be able to really understand the mystery of this book, that everything about the history of the Hamitic, the Shemitic, the Japheth and everything is already contained here. You only need somebody whose eyes through the Ruach of Yahushua has been opened to show you the mystery of the things which is going on this planet. Because by you getting to understand it, this is going to really give you an insight of whatsoever. So when we talk about the children of Israel, you already know who is who. But today we are going to dig deeper. Hope you have time to be able to really stay there and be able to really see history for what it is, according to the scripture, according to the things which is contained in the book. Let's go to the book of Joshua. Book of Joshua, chapter number 9. Because they are coming. Remember what took place. There was what? The Most High Elohim of the children of Israel brought them out with a mighty hand from the land of Kemet. And when they came out from the land of Kemet, the land of Egypt, where was their target? They went through the wilderness. When they went through the wilderness, what happened? They encamped in a place, which is the place where they encamped, they sojourned. That is, they left Egypt and they were moving towards what? Towards inside of the continent. They had to rest in a place which is known today as Sudan. That was the place where they encamped. This is the reason why you see a lot of things going on in that place, because this was the footprint. This was the place where the wilderness area was. This was the place where the children of Israel rested when they were what? When they were moving towards the west, when they were on their way towards the west coast of Africa. So they encamped in what? In this modern day, which is known today as Sudan. You need to understand what is going on there. So this place was the place already, the continent of, when they fled Egypt, when they already destroyed the people of the Egyptians, what happened? The whole of the king in different places were afraid of the children of Israel. The king of Ai, who was the superior king during their own time, in their own kingdom, what happened? He was destroyed by the children of Israel, and all the whole kings who were in those areas were frightened. Something happened as soon as all of them heard what the children of Israel did to Egypt and did to the king of Ai. This is something that is deep on its own. You need to understand it. And now, since they have defeated Kemet, they have a target. Because that target was to fulfill, was to come to a place which was being promised to their ancestor, to their great-great-grandfather, which is Abraham. And where is that place? That is where their eyes was too. And they came to that place when the children, this is what I want you to understand, when the sons of Jacob came to the west coast of Africa, when they went there, when they were on their way from Sudan, coming towards this place which is known today as West Africa, which is the Negro land, when they went to those places, they had it in their mind. They had no doubt about where they were going, that they were going to the place which was being promised to Abraham. They knew it's that they were going to inherit. They were going to take the land of Canaan from the hand of the Canaanites. The land of Hamites is going to be taken out from their hand, because the people, now Egypt have been destroyed. The only people who were having the land now is what is the Canaanites. So the children of Israel had to sojourn into those places. So listen to what the Most High said to the children of Israel to do to the Canaanite. If the Canaanite did not agree in one accord with them, what happened? Listen to what happened. As soon as the children of Israel left and they finished the Egyptians, and they were on their way towards the west coast of Africa, the Canaanite fled with them also. The Perizzite fled with them. The Hamites, all of them now joined head together. Let's go to the book of Joshua chapter number 9. I'm giving you history that nobody who is not in Yahushua can be able to deliver to you. This is the book. This is what the book is saying. I want you to understand it from the spiritual perspective, to be able to see the mystery of the things which is contained in this book. Let's go to the book of Numbers chapter number 9. Numbers chapter number, Joshua, the book of Joshua, the book of Joshua chapter number 9. Joshua chapter number 9, you see, and it came to pass when all the kings which were on this side Jordan, in the hills and in the valley and in all the coast of the Great Sea, over against Lebanon, the Hittite, the Amorite, the Canaanite, the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite heard thereof, that they gathered themselves together to fight with Joshua and with Israel with one accord. You need to understand what took place here. The moment these people, the children of the Canaanites, the Perizzite, the Jebusite, the Hivites, heard what the children of Israel has done to the Egyptians, these Canaanites who own the land, who are the real owners of the continent, these people are mighty, but they are the real owners. But when they heard what the children of Israel had done to the Egyptians and to the king of Ai, who are on this other side of Jordan, now the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Hivites, they came in one accord. They joined their heads together to now support, to be in agreement, to be in subjection to the children of Israel who were their visitors. Before this time, these people were not comfortable with these children of Israel who were in their place. But when they saw what these people have done to the other people, they now came together and joined their heads. So if you are now an enemy of the children of Israel, you are going to be the enemy of the whole of the people of the continent. So the children of Israel now did what? They gathered more momentum the moment, I'm talking about the sons of Jacob. These people who sojourned into the land of Canaan, while they were on their way getting into the land of Canaan, they left Egypt and they were on their way towards the land of Canaan. They had to stop over in different places. They had to stop in this modern day Sudan towards the area of Chad. And then they had to find their way in exactly where they is being located today in the west coast of Africa. And now when they came over there, you need to understand that this is the reason why. Go to this ancient map. I challenge anybody who can be able to dispute this. Go to this ancient map and you're going to see the kingdom of the Jebusites is being found, located rightly next to the kingdom of Judah. Why is it like that? Why? Because these people met. They came together with one accord. The children, the people of the Jebusite and the Canaanite, they succumbed. So they came together in one accord. And they came into this place which is known today as West Africa. They established themselves. This is the reason why the Romans termed this area Negro land, because they used it to identify the kind of people who are living in this particular area. Because the Canaanite, they fled. The people who were living close to the Egyptians, they fled towards the west also together with what? With these people. You need to understand the mystery of the things which is going on. The children of Israel came into this particular area which is known today as West Africa. And when they came to this area, open up your map and see this map. You will see a place which is known today as the kingdom of Jebu. Talking about the kingdom of Jebusites. This is where they are built, the way they came to. When you go next to it, you see the kingdom of Judah, the kingdom of Yehuda, the kingdom of Waida. You go there, up there, you're going to see the kingdom of the Akan. These are all the kingdoms which has already been established when they fled, when they left Sudan, what is today known as Sudan. They had to establish themselves here. Now, what I'm telling you, and I'm giving you this through the Ruach to be able to let you know that the establishment of the kingdom of heaven on earth is going to be right in the west coast of Africa. Right here on earth. Because after they are going to leave this particular place, this place is going to be another hot cake. Just the same way that the land of Israel, which they are calling the land of Israel today, is in hot cake. And people have been fighting over what they know nothing about. This is how this west coast of Africa is going to be a hot cake. They are going to be, in millions of years coming, they are going to be battling over this particular place. Because by then, the children, the sons of Jacob have left footprints in those places. You don't know the mystery of the things which I'm giving to you through the Ruach here. The sojourners who are here, the children of Israel has to sojourn. Because the children of Israel, who are the sons of Jacob, are the ones who sojourned, because this particular area of the west coast of Africa was being promised to their ancestor Abraham. I'm giving you mystery. There ain't nobody, ain't no flesh which is going to deliver this kind of mystery to nobody. People who, you need to know that what we're talking about, the mystery of what? Of the kingdom of Elohim. You go to the scripture and be able to dissect and see the meaning, the real things which the scripture of which the Bible is talking about. You see anybody who is trying to kick against the scripture, you can cut that entity off, because that entity don't know what he is doing. He need to be nurtured. Anybody that he is that does not understand the deeper mystery of the scripture and try to bash the scripture just because he or she does not understand or understand the deeper mysteries of the things which is contained in the book is completely gone. You see, the scriptures on its own interprets everything, gives us history, the right history. But the problem the people have is that they've been taught, they've been indoctrinated by all these kind brainwashed teachers. You can see the history of everything. Why do you think in the scripture, when you go into the scripture, the Bible makes us to understand that this person begat this person. This person is the father of this individual. This person is. Why is it in the scripture? It's to show you that that there is a reason for you to trace back your heritage from. Talking about this flesh. Now there's another promise which was being made. He said in what? The seed of Abraham is going to come through what? It's going to come out through the seed of Abraham. And who is the seed of Abraham? We're talking about Jacob, right? We're talking about the people who are going to come through what? Through a particular bloodline. And through that now, those people are going to do what? They are going to be. You need to understand something that I said already, and I repeat it again. That Jacob is the one that the land was being promised to. Not Israel. But Jacob's name was being changed to Israel. So Israel is going to be the one ruling over Jacob. So Jacob is going to be used to do what? To remove the whole of the continent. You need to, the whole of the world. You need to understand the mystery of what is really going on. So if you're out there and you're trying to trace, and you're trying to ask who is an Israelite over there, you need to understand that Israelites are the sojourners, those who sojourn. The Israelites, that land is not theirs. The original owners of those them land is what is the Hamitic land. So what happened is the children of Israel, the sons of Jacob, who sojourn into those places, are visitors. But they are visiting to come and take over something that was being promised to their ancestors, their father Abraham. Look at, they are Shemitic. So what are they doing in the land of Canaan? It's the Most High who sent them here. You don't understand the mystery of this? I'm glad that you just watched this message today to be able to see the mystery of the things which you just check and you see the Negro land which the Romans used to tag and know exactly what kind of people who dwell in the west coast of Africa. Because the people who dwelled in the west coast of Africa were all the people who are in this particular area are the same people who fled, and while they were fleeing, these people, the children of Canaan and everybody, they had to follow them along. They had to come with one accord towards this area to establish themselves here. And the new heaven and the new earth that the Bible is talking about is going to spring up from the west coast of Africa. There's going to be a warfare. And there's going to be things that will cause the older one to be destroyed. That one is already dilapidated. And it's going to, the new heaven and the new earth is going to do what? It's going to spring out. And you're going to see and know that the Bible speaks about.